opportunity, deliver excellence, and never quit. This is what our organization very strongly believes, and I take this opportunity to thank you all for gracing the occasion. We are gathered here for the Film Bazaar 3.0 presented by Producerbazaar.com.
Good morning to one and all. So, எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். So, to just give a background about myself, I am Chike Tirunavukar, as people call me GK. I am a film producer. I produced 3 films so far, and my last film has been selected for Indian Panorama, and Ashok Keshav sir was the jury member of it, and that was a pleasant surprise for me. It was building up on the piracy part. So once the film has been released, the links which have been popped up in various platforms like Telegrams and all those areas, we are working on that. We have a separate team on that to help the producer
who was part of this program today. In fact, the first reason that we wanted to have this thank you note at the starting, generally the vote of thanks comes in the last. The reason we wanted to start with a thank you note was because there are a lot of people who we have first approached here we have actually come up with the idea. We've told them this is the idea. Then there are a lot of people who have supported us.
The copyright registration is actually done by the government.
Yeah.
There is a copyright office, there is a trademark registry which registers the trademarks.
Yeah.
There is a copyright office which registers the copyright. But yours is a good question because the copyright office simply registers whatever we give them.
Yes.
So ultimately it will come down to the fact that do we have our documentation in place?
Yes, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah,
Nothing is new.
You're 100% right, but what happens is the documentation is number one, but the copyright certificate helps you to smooth over and get things done. Now the trademark registry actually does a deep search. If you go for a trademark registration, they will first check themselves if anybody else is registered. Then they advertise it for 4 months for anybody to raise objection on recording or a script. One of the rights that you have is for adaptation, which means nobody can touch your movie, your sound recording, anything without your permission.
ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಇವತ್ತು ಜಾಗತಿಕ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನನ್ನ ಸಾಧಿಸಬಹುದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಸಿದ್ಧತೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಂದೆ ಕಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವಿದ್ದ ಜಾಗವೇ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ.
First of all, good afternoon. I think I keep this speech very short. You're all, between the lunch and it's been already delayed. So I would say, GK, it's a wonderful innovation you created. I'm someone running a acceleration program globally.
I really thank JK and Pradeep and Jacob Korean for a wonderful presentation. It was really great to interact with the international film makers. I was a bit surprised. So in the interaction, the first question I asked my friends, how do you begin the film process? Like in India, now how do we start? If it is my kind of film, we first approach the writer. If it's the other kind of, first they approach probably a music director or an actor.
So it was a good session. We learned a lot of things. See, we are there in the film industry 75 years, our company, and we have made 100 films. We don't have one microphone.
ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷ. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಬೇಜಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಕೊಡುವ ಈ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು.
Many people will ask for say that how you evaluate that you are the right owner of this content.
Rights are always emerging. New rights are emerging. So even now there are new interesting rights are emerging.
I've been in legal practice for the past 40 years, so in the intellectual property side. So I've also seen how movies are produced and what are the contracts, etc.
It's been already delayed. So I would say, GK, it's a wonderful innovation you created.
Will be the future. DVD will die out. Blu-ray will die out. Even satellite will die. But what digital is going to be the future. So we want to create something for this. That's how I got into media and entertainment. We launched Hero Talkies. That was like a Tamil OTT platform for overseas customers, and we couldn't launch in Indian market.